going on, guys? Back making an update. It's been a few weeks since I posted. I know a lot of you are probably wondering what happened with the hatch, but she's all fixed up now. If you guys follow my Instagram page, you guys have seen that. She's back up and running. Haven't made it back to the dyno yet due to the weather. Here where I live, it's just snowing like crazy. So actually, before it started snowing a few weeks ago, I took the car to my buddy's shop out in Arcade, and he's going to be installing a cage probably this week actually, and also doing a couple other things that are going to benefit the car for this year and this race season. So to keep the content going, I got another build that I'm working on that I've just been pushing off to the side because I've been so distracted with the hatch. But finally, we are going to introduce this all-motor build. I'm going to keep it pretty simple, pretty eBay friendly, pretty cheap. Here she is, 1993 EG hatch. I want to say it's either an LX or a VX because it doesn't have the moldings. So it's a 93, got it from my buddy, traded some parts and some cash because he just had it sitting around. Car actually was in full primer when I got it. I had to do some light body work, and I ended up painting it in this garage. Still needs to be wet sand and buffed, but the paint job came out pretty good. It's not the greatest paint job, or it's not gonna probably last the longest because it was cheap and in the garage, but I did the best I could. And like I said, she still needs a wet sand and a buff, but got the car pretty cheap. And no, we're not putting my old V16 motor in here. I already have a long block assembled, and it is right here. We are gonna go H22 on this build. Stock pistons, stock rods, K's tuned balance shaft delete kit, OEM Honda oil pump, ACL bearings. Honed her up. She's ready to go. I need to order a couple more parts for the head to get that assembled, valves, retainers, springs, etc. Got the head studs right here. Ordered those. Got that. Clutch is on its way. That should be here this week. I'll be able to slam this transmission that I got for it on. It's off. It's from a Prelude. Code is M2A4. From what I looked up, it's some pretty good gear ratios for all motor, so hopefully that works out. It is non-LSD, but we'll make it work. I was messing around a little bit with some engine paint, going black, but just testing out the water. I'm probably gonna do the block black, and maybe the transmission, I might try and polish it out or something, or maybe just go over it with like a dark charcoal gray. Haven't decided yet, but I still have to do something under the hood because when I got the car, there wasn't a motor mount in there, so I tried to do something with a shitty MIG welder without gas, and it kind of came out shitty. So I had my uncle run some thick ass beads over it, and it kind of looks gaudy and ugly, but at least I know it's not going anywhere. And I'm gonna try and fill it with some body filler, some seam sealer to make it look a little better, but had to do what I had to do. This car was previously H swap, so I don't know if the dudes that bought it, that got it H before me, took out that mount planning to go K or whatnot, but it does have the shifter cables for H, and it does have a shifter inside the car for H. I chose that color because most of the door moldings are already pretty much close to it. I mean, it's a little obviously darker, but this paint that's on the car and the door jambs should have probably been on here for a long time. There's a lot of moldings and shit in the car right now. The car I believe doesn't have a fuel pump in it, because this is all taken apart, so we'll have to go in here and see what's going on. I don't even know if there's a fuel pump in there. See what we can see. That's alright. Gotta clean this up. There's no carpet, no radio. Gotta get a different cluster with a tachometer and whatnot. The handle is in the car, just needs a new cotter pin. So we'll get that ordered. The sunroof is aftermarket, and the painted, I fucked up a little bit peeling the tape, but I'll get some touch up and get that all done. Got the motor mounts for the build right here. We went eBay. Like I said, real budget, making that work. These are actually for EK, but they'll work perfectly for this. I just won't need this mounting bracket for the driver's side chassis. I'll just need the actual mount itself. I probably won't need this mounting bracket either, because that would go onto the EK chassis. And this is the rear mount, which should work the same. I know this is actually transmission, sorry. This is the rear mount, which should work the same. Let's go check it out, actually. JDM always. Alright, so yeah, this should work perfectly. This one lines up. This front hole lines up. The back too. That one lines up. I don't know if you guys can see that. Focus. That one's lined up, and let's see. That one is actually also lined up, which is being a pain. So yeah, this will definitely work in there. So the build is probably like 65-70% done. I just gotta pretty much build the head, order a distributor, headers. I already have a full exhaust. It's in my basement right now, but we're just taking advantage of the nice weather we finally got today and getting some stuff done on this car, cleaning it all out. It was full of all these other moldings and whatnot. So she's pretty clean. Needs a vacuum for sure. But definitely just wanted to introduce this build to the channel. Like I said, it's going to be an all motor build for now. I do have a spare H22 in my basement, full motor, that I got for 50 bucks. That just needs a rebuild that I might send out to get some steel sleeves put into, because I do actually have rods and pistons for an H22, but that's for another video. But for now, we're going to get this short block mounted up to that transmission once we get the clutch kit in. Went with a cheap clutch kit. Like I said, it was like a CX or CM Racing stage 3. Came with the flywheel, clutch, all that, throttle bearing, etc. for like 120 bucks. So that's probably it for now, guys. Like I said, I do have wheels for this. I'm gonna put the old hatch wheels. If you guys have checked out some older videos, the gold dishes will go on this car for now until we get some new wheels. But for now, these steelies are going to be good until she's actually driving with a motor in it. We're going to leave the other ones in the basement. So that's going to be it for now, guys. I'll try to upload some pictures of what she used to look like at the end of this vlog, so you guys can see the transformation of the paint and the bodywork, etc. Because this color does the car no justice compared to what it used to look like. Focusing on that. This is really nice. For painting the garage, this is all just dust from that car cover. This is all dust. She's gonna clean up nice. Can't wait till she's wet sanded and buff. Need a wing. I actually have a carbon fiber wing, which is right here. It's the old one from the hatch because I put the new one that I got on her. So now we got 2 hatches, and we're gonna be doing updates on both of them from time to time. Probably the next video you guys will see will be this car again, trying to install the long block, etc. into the car, get the long block and the transmission into the car, short block, and go from there. So she's at least somewhat mounted up, and then once the hatch gets done this week, hopefully we'll go pick her up and we'll finally make an update on her with her new cage and all her other goodies.
Southgate Optical's Oakley Studios. We're so thankful Oakley won the naming rights for Award. Can you imagine if we had to call this the Astro Live Studios?